News. I see what's going on in Ukraine, and I feel helpless over here. And I feel like I just want to help. So I guess I'll give some advice to Ukraine. The last time I was being pounded on all sides by a bunch of Slavic men. I just had to get an STD test the next day. I'm a gay man. People don't usually clock me as gay because I don't have the gay voice, so I like to think. My gay voice, it only comes out when I use certain words, like stunning, or gorgeous, or please don't come on my face. No, but the real talk, I haven't had sex with a man in so long, I qualify to donate blood. Isn't that fucking... That's not how I wanted that to happen at all. I remember the day I came out to my brother. He was driving me somewhere, and I was sitting shotgun. He was driving, and it was tense in the car, because I just came out, and a car cut him off, and he was like, "Fucking faggot!" Oh, sorry. Oh, no. And I said, "No, yeah, no, that guy was being a fucking faggot." When he was driving. Okay. I used to work at this cafe called Tate. Y'all know Tate?
Woo!
Yeah, my role there was actually a gay guy who shouts out orders ready for pickup. Order for Suzanne! Order for Suzanne! Yeah. I served 4 people named Karen in one lunch period. And they all looked the same. They had blonde hair, aviators on, indoors, arms crossed. Yes. I just decided to serve their food with a little side of the manager. Now, I worked at a Tate in Newton, Massachusetts, and the thing about working at a Tate in Newton, Massachusetts is that, if I wanted like middle-aged Jewish women to yell at me for a living, I would have stayed at home. People were very particular at Tate. Someone came up to the counter and said, "Give me an Americano with how big are your ice cubes?" I said, "I beg your pardon." I said, "How big are your ice cubes?" I said, "I'm no Iceman." But I think they're average size. I said, "All right, give me an Americano with 2 ice cubes, nothing more." And I'm like, "No, yeah, because 3 ice cubes, that'd be unconscionable. 3 ice cubes, that'd be a fucking war crime, is what that is. 3 ice cubes, that'd be fucking freezing. That'd be like a cold brew." So I decided I didn't need a real job though. And so I applied to be a special agent with the ATF. That's the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. And I told my mother about it. I was very proud to tell her about it because I live with my mother, because I have a degree in international studies. And she was like, no, Nathan. No, this is Nathan. Jews don't carry guns for a living. And I was like, ooh. Well, somebody should really tell Israel. These motherfuckers are armed to the fucking teeth! I want my psychiatrist calls a highly sensitive person. That's a real diagnosis he gave me. And you want to know about my drinking? He said, "Nathan, how many times have you had 3 or more drinks in less than 3 hours in the last 3 weeks?" I said, "Is that a riddle?" Is the answer 3? Fool me once, doc. I'm not the best communicator. This one time I was at an outdoor cafe, and I went to go return a drink. And I'd never returned a drink before, and so it made me anxious. I've never been much of a drink returner. My father was never a drink returner, my grandfather was never a drink returner. But I had to return this drink. And so I went up to the barista, and I said, do you return, exchange drinks? A bee died in my hot cider. That's a fucking jarring thing to say to anybody. I just didn't know how else to put it. Excuse me, a bee killed himself in my hot cider. Pardon me. It appears a bee martyred himself for a cause greater than you and I in my hot cider. There's been a murder. In my hot cider that wasn't meant to be! Yeah. Here's the NPR version of that one. Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Jack Spear. A Boston neighborhood is reeling from a close encounter with an agitated person. Here's the BBC version of that one. Turmoil in Lower Alston. A barista shaken while a young man stammering nonsense. Here's the Fox News version of that one. A crazy homosexual Jewish man has invaded a hard-working Christian American business demanding reparations. Is coffee racist now? I'm Nathan Ryder.
Yes, sir. Keep it going for Nathan Ryder. I really like to think of the Tucker Carlson takedown of that. A few years ago, the liberals were all up in arms about the death of the bees. When it's done by huge corporations and their chemicals, it's bad. But when it's done by a homosexual, suddenly it's okay. The woke army's fine with that. It's just the same. It's just your joke, but not as good. Let's bring up your next comedian.